Hey, everybody. Give people time to come in the room. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's only Tuesday, but it's okay. I'm going to give everybody time to come in. We have a special guest tonight on an interview with, hosted by yours truly, Eunice White. Give everybody just a little bit time to come in. Hope everybody's doing well. Put some notifications, some comments in the chat. Let me know you're here. If everything looks and sounds good, please put some ones in the comments, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, Daryl. Thank you for joining. All right. We have a great show tonight. We're going to be interviewing Paulette Nixon. We're going to talk about her nonprofits. She's a lady who wears many hats. She's called the Renaissance Woman. And she has a nonprofit program for youth. She also has a fashion boutique. She's in the health and wellness. And she has a book that we're going to talk about later. So we're going to bring her on in a little bit. And in the meantime, hope everybody is doing all right out there. Okay. And let me know if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube. Put a comment and let me know where you're watching from. That would be great to know. All right. Okay. While we're waiting for Paulette to come on board, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being a part of tonight's interview with. And again, an interview with is a program that I created. It gives me an opportunity to interview talented people from all walks of life. Many of you who know me know I love to talk, but I also love to get to know people. I love to know about people and backgrounds and all that fun stuff. So this is like my playground. This is a wonderful way for me to do that. More importantly, I use this platform to help promote people and their businesses. So whatever they're doing, last week we had a gentleman, James Rodman, author James Rodman, who was promoting his book, My Butterfly. Today we're going to talk to Paulette Nixon, who have her nonprofit called M.A.D.E, which stands for My Attitude Determines Everything. And it's a nonprofit that she created to empower youth. So it's going to be really great to hear more about that. And again, people from all walks of life, whether you're a musician, whether you're a politician, sports player, whether you own a government contract of some sort, I'm here to help let people know about your business. So you're going to be tapping into audiences that are unreachable. We're going to get them to you. So that's the whole purpose of an interview with. All right. So while we're waiting for Paulette, I do want to say that tonight's program is sponsored by Untapped Talent Recordings. If you are an artist looking for beats, if you're looking for management or recording studio, visit www.untappedtalentrecords.com. Again, that's www.untappedtalentrecords.com. And for your added pleasure, there is a link that's in the, let's see here, where do I have it? Would you take a look at the banner where you can visit their radio station, Untapped Music Radio. All right. So that's untappedtalentrecords.com and Untapped Music Radio. At the moment, DJ Get Loose, who was one of the co-owners of Untapped, has produced a new song, and I'll let you hear that while we're waiting for our guests to come on board. It's a fly song over spoken word. To a Friend is what it's called. I believe I said that right. But anyway, really nice. So this is some of the good stuff you get when you visit Untapped Talent Records, okay? Some of the good music you hear from over there. All right? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, we're still waiting for our guests to come on. I hope everybody's doing all right. Y'all say hello to me in the comments. Let me know what you're doing, what's happening in your world today. What's going on? What is going on? All right. Okay. All right, guys. So, again, we are having an interview with Paulette Nixon. I'm going to bring her on right now. Hi, Paulette.
Hi.
How are you?
I am wonderful.
And thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So, again, this is Miss Paulette Nixon, and she's also known as the Renaissance Woman. Paulette is the CEO of M.A.D.E, which stands for My Attitude Determines Everything. And if that's not the truth, well, I'm telling you, your attitude will determine everything. So we're going to learn more about her nonprofit. We're going to talk about her fashion events that she has coming up. She also has a wellness program, and she has a book coming out. So I'm going to introduce to some. How do they say it in church? I'm going to present to some, introduce to others. Paulette Nixon. Hi, Paulette. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, Paulette, why do they call you the Renaissance Woman?
Well, I kind of took after my grandmother. My grandmother was definitely a jack of all trades.
Okay.
So you name it, I know it, I do it, and the beat just doesn't stop with me.
Oh, so that is so awesome.
It's just an umbrella of things that I've taken on throughout my life, and they just became my babies, and I can't let them go. So
okay, well, that is so good. And speaking of babies, your nonprofit actually is dedicated to youth. So tell us about M.A.D.E. Well, how did you come up with it, and what's going on with it today?
Okay, well, M.A.D.E, My Attitude Determines Everything, is a nonprofit organization. We are 501c3, and it was geared to helping youth with their academics, etiquette, health, and fitness, because as we can see going through this pandemic, and mentorship. So to be able to be that big sister, big brother, to the youth out here, one of our core programs were bullying. So anti-bullying, we're Stop the Bullying. We have several events about bullying. So that's major. I mean, because it kind of starts there. Bullying kind of breaks down your self-esteem. And so M.A.D.E, My Attitude Determines Everything. It's just whatever your attitude is, your attitude, your altitude. So it just starts from there.
Okay, I know it sounds like it's a wonderful program. How challenging did it become when the pandemic hit? Were you still able to connect with all the youth during that time?
Well, it was sort of challenging, because I think for everybody, anxiety levels just raised to the ceiling. So of course, with the social distancing, just for a great amount of time, we couldn't get together, but I still kept in touch. I'm one of the ones that'll reach out, by phone. I talk to many of my parents. I'm thankful that they reach back out to me, making sure these children are okay. There are so many organizations out here. So you got to check on the kids in terms of what their attitude is like, what's going on with them now that they're not in school. This was, of course, last year with the pandemic. So it was just a matter of just I couldn't physically get with them. We couldn't physically hold workshops because of social distancing, but just talking to them, just mentorship over the phone, just
I bet
finding
that
out
made a
how
difference.
they were coping during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Well, I think that was super important because I noticed, like, I have two sons that are younger and well, one is have graduated, but I did notice how the pandemic really, really affected, their socialization. And it was like, 1 minute I'm in school and I'm around all my friends, and now I'm just like quarantined pretty much, with very little contact with, with the students. And so they had to find other things to keep them busy. And it just it was they got through it, but I just noticed that it did psychologically affect a lot of kids.
It did because a lot of kids, you have some of the kids, I don't know much about the PlayStation, but I hear it's called Fortnite.
Yeah.
So you had that group of kids who probably never, I don't want to consider them as intro extroverts, but who never probably paid attention to even moving from the TV.
Hmm.
But then there was this, the other set of kids that do like to go outside to play football or the
Hmm.
contact, games that they had. So it was definitely like a seesaw
Hmm.
balance.
Yeah, big
Uh,
time.
yeah. So I definitely had to check in on my children. I had
Yeah.
to at least nurture them by phone since
Yeah.
I couldn't get to them physically.
Well, I think that was a blessing. That sounds like it was really helpful. And I'm pretty sure the parents appreciated you still reaching out. The kids just
Yeah.
didn't get dropped off. You just kept on keeping them uplifted, because that was a really tough time, not only for kids, but just for us adults as well. It really was a really a certain
Absolutely.
kind of moment for a second. You
Yeah,
know.
even myself, like, just with that piece of even about my wellness, like even
Hmm.
myself, I dealt with a lot of anxiety throughout this pandemic.
Hmm.
And I'm an esthetician, and I have a parlor called Peace Parlor. And
Hmm.
I had people, by referral only, but
Hmm.
they come over. I do the foot baths, aromatherapy, talking about their chakra, the balances, and
Yeah.
not being able to have them come over in the beginning of the pandemic, was really a challenge for them and for me because although I'm providing the services, it's a wellness for me.
Yeah.
When you get into that zone, that zen, that
Hmm.
smell, that aroma coming through the doors.
Hmm.
So, again, I dealt with a lot of anxiety during this pandemic. And so I'm just excited to have my doors back open and ready to just, service their needs. And that's the wellness piece of it. It's a spa and a parlor, but for
Hmm.
me, it's wellness. I was taught
Yeah.
at Atlanta, and we learned a lot about wellness. So for
Yeah.
me, it may be pleasure for someone else, but for me, it's all about the wellness.
I know that's right. And I'm going to put on a banner. I don't know if you can see the banner, Peace Parlor, but if you don't mind, oh, how do I do this? Um, how do they get in contact with you if they want the service of, like, because I'm so thankful you educated me, as a matter of fact, the difference between being an esthetician and a massage therapist.
Right.
So, how can they get in contact with you to, like, book sessions? Here we go.
Well, right now, they can actually DM me,
Okay.
and I do say serious inquiries only.
Hmm.
They can DM me. Consultation is free. So
Hmm.
they can DM me or they can reach me on IG
Hmm.
at First Lady P. And that's on
Okay.
IG. That's FIRST
Uh-huh.
Lady LADYP.
Gotcha.
On Facebook, as whoever's watching live at this moment,
Uh-huh.
Paulette Glory to God is my Facebook name. So they can DM me. Most of my clients have started out with family and close friends, and then it just grew with big referrals.
Hmm.
So I have a lot of regular customers that come monthly, but referral based. And for me, because it's about the wellness,
So we
it's
have to
about
okay.
going into actually a building or so forth. But right now, the clientele that I have with the referral base is great. So if they reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, I'd be happy to, speak with them and see what their needs are.
And did we say earlier that you it's a mobile service as well? Like, you would go to people's
I
home?
can't hear you.
You can hear me? Oh no! One moment.
One moment.
Let's see here. Can you hear me now?
They don't want us to be great.
Oh no, what happened? Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
1 moment.
Hmm.
Let's see. 1 moment.
Yeah, so we could be heard. First Lady P, she went out. One moment, people, give us a second. We have some technical difficulties.
Okay. I hope that, I don't
We could
know.
be
Can
heard.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
I
hear
can't
me?
hear you. I think
Wow.
I'll just try to see if I could go right back out of it and come back in
Okay.
since you can hear me. We'll try that. 1 moment.
Oh, that's crazy.
Something didn't go right.
But you can hear both of us, right?
Let's see.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, guys, but again, while we're waiting on that, let's go back to our sponsor real quick. we want to thank UntappedTalentRecords.com for sponsoring tonight's program, an interview with Paulette Nixon. Um, that's UntappedTalentRecords.com and Untapped Talent. Yeah, I'm sorry, and UntappedMusicRadio.com. It's like a tongue twister, but you get it. So let's see if we can get her back on. Let's see if she can hear us. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Yay!
Yeah. Yes, thank
This is only
you.
my second program, so I'm gonna learn
That's
how
all
to figure this
right.
thing out. Oh my
We
gosh.
love it. This pandemic has done some great things because we can do all of this from the comfort of our home
I
offices. So
know.
it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I love it. I really do. It's very comforting. Very comfortable. Big time. Okay, so I think I asked you about mobile service. Do you do mobile service?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I come to you. So
Okay.
yes, I have mobile packages. We do spa parties, even
Ooh.
mobile spa parties, even for
Okay.
children. I've had some
Okay.
children that I've met, the parents, and we've met at their location, wherever they're at, hotels or so forth. And we've done children parties, but also adults. But yes, I'm mobile. A lot of the young ladies who go get some of the surgeries done
Oh,
need massages after they get the surgeries. And I'll just say the surgeries for
okay.
the young ladies.
Okay.
And I do help out with that, meaning they could come to me after they get their surgeries to get
Wow.
massages. So, yes,
Okay, not bad. Well, definitely. So,
absolutely.
guys, if you want to book a session with P's Parlor, you can reach Paulette at First Lady P on Instagram and on Facebook is Paulette. Glory to God. Did I say that right?
You said it correctly.
Good.
Paulette. Yes, you did.
Yeah, and she stated, DM her and she'll do a consultation for free and go from there. So that's great. So that takes us to the fun part because we know the holidays are coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a fashion boutique that you're co collaborator with. Is that right? You guys do
Absolutely. My
everything once a
business
month.
partner and
Okay.
I, Teresita Young. And of
Okay.
course, I'm Paulette Nixon. And we are Trash to Treasures,
Hmm.
our online boutique, actually pop up shop as well. Uh, Maybe in the future, storefront, but right now we've done well, exceedingly well with the pop up.
Hmm.
So that's been a great adventure. Definitely coming from the pandemic,
Hmm.
coming out, doing some of the pop ups, getting us back used to being out in the public. So, yes, we have the event coming up November the 13th, and that's
Okay.
at the Statebridge Streets in Largo, Maryland. So it's 12 to 4. So it's free admission. Come on out and actually we got some
Oh, excuse me.
fabulous new fall items you will fall in love with.
Hmm.
The holidays coming up, we got some holiday wear. Of course, there's winter when you get a little chill. Everybody want to throw on their new coat. So we have a lot of goodies for you. In fact, today, I don't know if you all can see, I'm wearing a new item that, inspired
Hmm.
Louis Vuitton. And this is really a cute number. I'll try to stand up so
It
you all
looks
can get
very
a
nice from here for sure.
little glimpse of it. But if you all can see, But this is, let me see.
Ooh, I like that shirt. That's
Oh,
nice.
I'm in love with it. I'm in love with this shirt.
Uh-huh.
It's nice. So you can
Yeah.
around the back, or you could tie it in the front. I like it because you could do almost anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, cat
Yeah.
fight,
Yeah.
but have it hang down, cock it to the side. I just tucked it to the back for
Okay.
right now. It's very the material is great. It's fun. It's fair. And when I say fair, meaning that I'm a plus size woman, so it's definitely fair. But we do have quite a few sizes.
Oh, and also too, menswear or just women's wear?
We have a small collection of menswear right
Mhm.
now. The website is being revamped, so there's a sale for a lot of men's summer items. We haven't gotten the fall in yet, but the men's summer items got some great tees. And of course, even though it's fall here in the DMV, it's summer somewhere else right now. It's summer somewhere right now. It's
Right.
sunny and summer. So you can always get good deals on t-shirts and swimsuits and swimwear for men. So we do have a lot of that still left from over the summertime. But again, people are vacationing. So
Mhm.
it's just like all year long, all year round at this
That's true.
point.
Well,
Like I said, I got two more cute pieces I just like to do a sneak peek and show.
oh,
But
please.
yes, holiday is here. Get ready. Let's see. You know,
I love the colors already. That's pretty.
this is pretty. This is pretty. You got Thanksgiving's coming up, Black Fridays, Christmas, New Year's. It is gifting. It's long, fitted. This is nice.
I love
Definitely
it.
for the holidays. And then you can never be too warm with this nice bomber.
That
Catch
is
the jeans.
nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. How much does something like that go for?
Right here, this goes for 150.
Okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have
Nice.
style. So you will have styles like that at the pop up. Is that right?
At the pop up. Come to the pop
Okay.
up. Yep. Check us out at the pop up.
Okay.
And you can do some pre sales now if anybody is interested. And I only just showed a couple of things, but any of those items right there, those are hot. They're gonna
I
go.
bet.
This
Well, I
shirt
did
got
put your website up on the banner. Trash to treasures,
Mhm.
7boutique.com.
Yes, they're
That's your
gonna go
website.
fast.
Check it out.
They're going
Um,
to go fast.
so, and once again, I want to put this on the banner as well. The date for the pop up is when? Can you hear me?
Don't let us speak right. Come on.
Let's see. Okay. Can you hear?
Something happens that it don't want to
Can you
speak
hear
right
me?
again.
It seems like every time I go to the banner,
Something about the volume.
I know. Can you hear me now? No.
Don't know how to get it from. It does a pause. I
Okay.
guess it just wants to look at me. It pauses. I don't know. And that could be on my behalf. I don't think it's anything from you. Um, at a certain hour, I have a notification for prayer
Okay.
and everything. I'm actually sitting in my prayer room
Okay.
today. So if you can hear me, which I'm sure you
I
can,
can hear you.
I think that the voice goes out because that little alarm came in. So yes, I am definitely about getting my word in. So again, it's just not knowing how to come back off of that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna have to come back out and go back in. I think it's every time I like try to create a banner, it seems like that happens. So I'm learning.
That is not fair at all. I don't know.
Okay.
Hope it didn't mess up your video too much. But I think if a notification comes in, it blinks out. You know, we got to see about that. It blinks out the voice or
Well,
music out.
well, that's possible. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
I can hear you great. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to put the banner on about the information regarding the pop-up. Um, oops, let's add it so people can see it. I'm looking forward to attending your pop-up. I went on your website and the clothing, I mean, nice pieces. I was like, wow, reasonably priced. So I understand what you were saying about how, items go quickly because the prices were like, wow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So yeah, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
To treasuries, is that right? Treasuries? Trash to treasuries or treasure?
Trash to treasures with the S at the end.
Okay, pop-up event. Uh, on Saturday, November the
No,
13th.
13.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm looking forward to attending. I love the pieces on your page, on your website. I was like, you girls are doing it. Those are nice clothes. I'm telling you.
And we have so much more, so much more. So definitely
From
something
12
trash.
okay, good. From 12 until when?
12 to 4.
4. Got you.
12 to 4 people
And it says in Largo.
in Largo, Maryland.
Okay. What's the name of the hotel again?
Statebridge Suites.
Okay. It's all right. Largo, Maryland. Okay. Sounds good.
You got it going on over there. You
I'm
just
trying. I'm trying.
you got it going on over there.
Good. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
learning. I'm learning. It's at first I was like a little like nervous about using this platform, but I actually like it. I'm getting used to it, so I'm just gonna keep playing around.
I think it's great. Like I said, we probably can find out the little technical thing about if someone's notification comes in, because I had my phone on do not disturb, but I guess it didn't stop the notifications from coming in. So
Yeah.
with that, I think it takes out, because just like when you're on Facebook and I notice I'm listening to my church online, if
Mhm.
something takes place, it'll go out, but usually you can make it smaller and pop back up. So I guess it's just audio visual, but hey, we're live. This is
Yeah, you're
natural.
definitely
This
right.
is yeah, this is it.
So we had a chance to talk about your nonprofit, which is an um, awesome venture that you have with the children. I really do love the fact that you were able to, remain consistent. The pandemic didn't keep you from just, tapping in with the kids and making sure
Right.
everything
Didn't
was
keep me from
well.
caring.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Didn't keep me from
Didn't keep
caring.
you caring. So I know that I'm pretty sure the children and the parents definitely appreciate that. Um, I think when we spoke earlier, you did mention something about some upcoming events with M.A.D.E, more virtual type events. Can you speak on that right now, or is it a plan?
Yes, I can. I'll be collaborating with the Tina Leonard Foundation. We're going to collaborate and do a lot of workshops for the youth.
Mhm.
We're going to probably start off with something like a registration online and do like a pre-workshop, and then we're going to definitely make it be forthcoming to be in person, and we'll just do small sizes, because as the world opens up, everybody has a chance to do what they feel is best for social distancing. So
Mhm.
we still want to just start small and just expand it. Because if you take a look back at May, some of the pictures, oh, how we missed the times when we all could be right there in that
Mhm.
gymnasium
Yeah.
together. So yeah, but again, we're going to probably have a big welcome registration online, but then branch off into sessions with smaller groups that they'll be able to sign up to come to a location and be able to get that hands-on
Mhm.
mentorship, the tutoring, academic, health and fitness piece that they need.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I hope to be able to come to one of your events. I'll definitely support you whenever you're doing something with the kids, definitely. And also too, we talked about, the Trash to Treasures boutique that's coming up, which is I can't wait to attend. Like I said, the clothes are
Thank,
nice. I'm like, there's some nice clothes. I need some new clothes anyway, so I can't
thank
wait.
you.
Unique pieces. That's what I really love about it. I was like, oh, she has some cool stuff in here.
And you
Um,
know what? I want to give a shout out to all the boutiques out there. Everybody, I often tell this story in private conversations. You go in the store, you see Wonder Bread, and you got 20 brands. So
mhm,
it's definitely room. And fashion is just enormous. It's just a big, variety of things, and that there's so many online boutiques, and it sometimes shy some people away from doing it. But everybody has their own unique, and that's where I got that from. You saying this unique things that
yeah.
you can get, and the pop-ups make it even more unique because you can
Mhm,
pop right up and get it. So I really just a shout out to everyone who has their own boutique, online
yeah.
boutique, just the collaboration, maybe in the future we all could get together, have a whole big park or mall where,
That was nice.
this is something for everyone.
That's right. There's room for
Not
everybody.
one boutique is going to have what one person needs.
Mhm.
So again, there's definitely room for all of us to grow. So I
Okay.
definitely want to shout out all the boutiques.
Well, that's awesome. So shout out to all the boutiques out there, and let's get together. Have that one
Let's
big.
get
That would be
together. Let's
that
get
would be
that
nice.
bigger. Let's take on the whole mall. Let's take on the whole mall downtown, and let's get it together.
Yeah.
Let's connect.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
sister to
plan.
sister.
Sounds like a
That's right.
plan. And if we were in church talking about this, they would tell you you go to spearhead it. Since
Absolutely.
you bring up
And
an
I would love
idea, they say,
to.
okay, well, you gonna be in
I
charge.
would love to, because another thing is, instead of, a lot of time you don't like to speak on stuff because someone else will go do it, but let's do it together. Let's
Yeah,
come together.
I would
They
love to see
had
how
the
to be.
million man, and I believe once the million woman, but let's do more coming together, and
Yeah,
let's have this fashion all over the world.
yeah, yeah.
Um, you know, all nations, let's just come together.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
So this brings us to your upcoming book. You can talk about that and let us know what's going on with it. How'd you come up with it, and the concept behind it, and when will it be available, and all that fun stuff. So another notification. She got another notification. Yeah, that kind of sucks when notifications come in. I think they just kind of cut you off. Yeah, she's back.
Yes, I learned how to work that, honey. They can't keep us away, but it's always when something good is going on, when
That's right.
something great taking place.
Yeah.
So the book is already written. It just isn't published.
Okay.
And this story has been told before, that I just had a delay. And everybody's rush isn't your rush.
Hmm.
The story's been told. I'm going to have it published really soon. Right here in the back of me, it's just uh spearhead of, yeah, hush, don't say a word. And I actually have another upcoming novel as well. I talked to you a little bit about the other day. It's just been a thing where I've really had to take my time. It wasn't about getting it out there, being the first author or the second author. It was about people. This is
Hmm.
based on a true story.
Hmm.
And I had to be careful in terms of being comfortable with myself first
Hmm.
to share that much of inside of my life
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
story. And so for me, it's been that. I have, I can publish it myself. I have people in line. They're waiting for me.
Hmm.
So again, it will be forthcoming soon. It's just been a matter of a lot of things that was, me coming out now, being not fearful anymore, was hiding behind, again, even from the title Hush,
Hmm.
for so long. It's been so much that has been hitting and have
Hmm.
been hushed, that I'm adjusting to coming out and publicizing this. So
Wow.
for me, it's more than being an author.
Mhm.
It's definitely more of my personal life and wanting to make sure that I reach the audience to help people
Mhm.
more than sell a book.
Okay. So, what are
Yeah.
some of the themes we can look forward to in the book?
Well, in the book, you can look forward to one of the things is having faith over
Mhm.
fear. It
Yeah.
seems so common to hear that phrase. We have them on shirts. In fact, we have a shirt with the boutique,
Mhm.
faith over fear. And you hear it so common, but really living it,
Mhm.
having that faith and not fearing things anymore.
Mhm.
A lot of growth, a lot of things about the maturity, a lot of things about how you go through, like my pastor, he just talked about this the other day. You go through pain, and then there's wounds, and then there's scars. And the scars are what you're left with,
Mhm.
but they're a reminder and they're actually strength.
Mhm.
So many of us will try to cover up things, whether it's physical scar or
Mhm.
just scars, period, of just holding back, even myself, not speaking and sharing my story that I'm sure will help someone else. It's
Mhm.
definitely going to be room for that woman or man,
Mhm.
based on the true story that I'm speaking about my life, that there'll definitely be some healing out of this. So we can
Yeah.
definitely look forward to some more wellness,
Yeah.
healing.
I appreciate you speaking on the faith over fear, because fear is such a it's such a powerful energy, and it's
Mhm,
very crippling. It's very crippling, and a lot of
mhm,
people live in that fear mindset and don't for most of their lives and don't even realize that they're living in a fear mindset. And on top
mhm.
of that, you're not only living in a fear mindset, but you're manifesting all of those fears. And I'm thinking, if you can just twist it around and stand on faith, your faith is just as powerful as the fear. I mean, I think it takes some people, I hate to say it, a lifetime to get to that point, but it's a blessing when you do get to that point that, I could flip my mind and I could be more faithful and crush the fear. And I'll start manifesting the things that, I want instead of things I don't want.
Absolutely.
But that fear, that's a
Absolutely.
powerful thing. It really is. It
It,
really,
it is powerful.
yeah.
But this book, having read it, once you do, definitely we're going to have faith be just as triple powerful as
Mhm.
fear.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
want to, we want to change that.
Yeah.
We want to evolve and, moving fear out the way.
Yeah.
Definitely taking a hold of it. Like you said,
Yeah.
people are walking around not even knowing that that's what they're experiencing,
Hmm.
because we can be tough on the outside, but yeah, there's a lot of hidden fear.
Yeah. Big
Mhm.
time. Big
Definitely,
time.
this book will definitely leave you with overcoming that. And
Yeah.
even for myself, right now, it's in a phase of I should really say I'm out of the fear phase of it.
Hmm.
It's more now just putting it in perspective of by law, certain things that was involved in the book. But
Hmm.
yes, that took me a long time. It takes some people longer than others. And it wasn't writing the books. I have so many novels that just come to my head. Poetry novels. So it's just
Wow.
a matter of what am I going to get from it, and what am I going to produce for others?
Hmm.
It's always for me. And even down going back to piggyback off of the fashion,
Hmm.
just not just having something just for me, but thinking of others when we go out and, get things for the boutique. If you piggyback it to M.A.D.E, thinking of others, wanting to go out here and help children. I don't have any kids of my own.
Hmm.
So for me, I love children.
Hmm.
And then me, it kind of all ties back into the book. Things that happened to me or things that I experienced growing up
Hmm.
made me venture out and want to do some of the things that I'm doing. I bumped into doing the spa and the wellness. I
Hmm.
actually wanted to learn makeup.
Okay.
And so someone told me to go to Aveda, but to find out that they're a great school, but they gear more on your wellness. And so with that being said, the makeup was a piece of it, but I wouldn't trade it in for the world. When we was in school, we didn't get paid, and we actually volunteered, and it was the most wonderful experience I could have ever had. They tipped us. They didn't have to. It wasn't mandatory, but learning that skill is something that I will have with me forever. And so everything just ties back into the book. So when Hush finally hit those newspaper stands, you can kind of get an idea of this Renaissance woman.
All right. So we have a few minutes left. Let's see if we have any questions from the viewers. Anyone have questions for Paulette? Let's see something for a second. I don't know how to find that. Let's see. Or Paulette, do you have anything else you want to share with us?
Come out to the pop-up shop. Come out and meet me in person. Yeah, come out and see me in person on November the 13th. Or if you can't wait then, make sure you reach out to me via DM or Facebook inbox. But come meet me in person. Anything that I can assist you with, I'll be happy to do so. From book writing to nonprofit organization. You have any youth, tell a friend. It may not be for you. That's another thing. Sometimes it's not what we need. It may be share. I would like to ask them to share. Do me a favor and share with someone else. Come on out. Come on out.
Well, A.K.A is on YouTube. Hi, A.K.A, and she says she just wants to commend you for all of your ventures. Could you hear me?
We're gonna learn how to get this not to do what it do. We're gonna learn how to make it not go back to here. I see.
You get a lot of notifications.
Let me do my trick.
Uh-oh. One moment, folks. One moment. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in tonight. Hi, A.K.A. How are you?
Easier way.
Okay.
I'm sure it's an easier way to do it.
I bet there is. We'll have to figure it out. But I'm glad that we get this chance to see how this thing works, so I can work on how to cut off notifications or whatever to keep the sound from going out. But absolutely. I did want to tell you that one of our viewers, A.K.A, she says she just want to commend you for all of your ventures, and she hopes to check out your pop-up shop and book. Lucy Jones says, where will her book be available for sale? What did you just mention about your book being available?
It'll be available late December, but probably definitely the beginning of the new year.
Okay. And then
I'll come back and connect with you and tag you in. And so that, stay tuned for that. Yeah. Okay,
great. And let's see, anybody else? I'm going over to Facebook now and see who is, if there's any questions on this side. Hi, Tina Grimes. She says, keep up the good work. Hey, cousin. And she'll definitely be at the pop-up.
One of my biggest fans. I love her so much. We're going to be collaborating, doing the workshops for the youth, and it's just going to be grand. And we have a lot of things in store for 2022.
And on that note, I do want to say that she's going to be joining us next Tuesday, guys. Her name is Tina Grimes of the Tina Grimes Foundation. And she also has a nonprofit, and it deals with domestic violence awareness. So definitely tune back in next week, and we'll get to learn about Tina next week and all the fun stuff she have going on as well.
Yeah, and I definitely want to also, want to just say my prayers, and that I am definitely with going to the event that Tina and I went to the other day for domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And Tina has been hosting her own events. That event wasn't hers, but we attended an event. But it was something about that event, and she and I probably will talk about it again later. But I got so much. I was fed so much from that event. And that event just reminded me of even myself. And Tina, I need to get on your show. I need to get up there and tell. I mean, because everybody look at the domestic violence where someone may have passed away, rest their souls,
Mhm.
or the bruised face. But there's a lot of mental abuse out here. And
Yes.
so I speak on this because we're in November, but
Mhm.
October was breast cancer awareness and domestic violence. So I got my mammogram today. Woo, woo, woo. I usually get it
Yay.
in October, but it fell over into November.
Uh-huh.
But yes, and also with the domestic violence, we definitely have to be more in tune,
Mhm.
see something, say something, and their silence is my voice. That's
I
what I
hear
took away.
you. Yes. And you know what? I don't remember where I heard this from. It could have been, it was definitely somebody else letting us know that the pandemic, the statistics of domestic violence rose. And I was like, oh my gosh, um, I don't know, I guess the pressure was just there or whatever, but I just thought it was so sad. And I think the misconception can be sometimes that it's just women who are victims, but there are also the men. Some men have been victims as well. Um, during domestic
Yeah,
violence.
I was on
Yeah.
I was listening
Yes.
in on Tina G's show last Friday. Actually she was a guest on someone's show,
Mm-hmm.
and they were speaking about how the victims even become bitter. So then again, domestic violence is just not physical;
Mm-hmm.
it's also verbal,
Thank
and
you.
so victims become verbal abusers
Mm-hmm.
because they become defensive.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wellness that needs to surround that. So don't forget about
Mm-hmm.
Peace Parlor.
Mm-hmm.
Come out, come relax, decongest, get
Yeah,
yourself
I need
together.
to decongest.
Aromatherapy. I have all different kinds that will, for different needs,
Mm-hmm.
for what you're going through that day or
Mm-hmm.
so forth. So definitely keep
I'll
that in
definitely
mind.
book a session. I'll definitely book a session. I haven't I left. I went to. I had a massage earlier this year. One of my best friend gifted me with a massage,
Okay.
and it was pretty nice. It was nice, but I definitely will support you. So I'm going to be DMing you and say, "Hey, when will you have time for a
Absolutely.
session?" That'll be
Yeah,
really good.
I definitely enjoy doing that. I
Yeah.
definitely enjoy
So let's see if we have any more questions, and if not, I need to say something about our sponsors.
that.
And
Okay.
let's see here. Let's go just one more time. I'm learning how to do all this stuff. I have friends say, "You need some moderators." I'm like, "What's a moderator?"
That's right. If you don't know, ask. Mm.
So, once again, I want to thank our sponsors. Tonight's program again is sponsored by Untapped Talent Recordings. If you are an artist looking for beats, management, and/or recordings, or a recording studio, visit them at www.untappedtalentrecords.com. Again, that's www.untappedtalentrecords.com. And for your added pleasure, there's a link to their radio station, www.untappedmusicradio.com. You can listen every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So yeah, and what I'm gonna do too is while we are preparing to close out, I believe there's a song that he happens to have out right about now. I just have to kind of play it, for y'all to
Okay.
hear some of the good music that they put together
All right.
down there at their radio station. Let's see, not two. Let's see. I'll play it a little bit lower. I don't know. Can you hear it?
I can hear
You can hear it.
it. I can hear
Well, anyway, before we close out, is there anything else you want to share?
Just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for allowing me to be your
Yes, you
guest
will.
tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Tell a friend,
Uh-oh. I know what happened.
check her out. Interview with, actually the name
Yes.
of her company, and give her a shout out, call her up,
Yeah.
reach out. Someone that, this month, I believe, I don't know if it's just going on this month or ongoing. She's, dedicated to shouting out small businesses, Black businesses, and
Yep.
just getting the word out there. And we want to help support her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
anybody share the word, you
Yeah, share
know.
the word.
Look, sometimes, you know, even the best of the best with technical difficulties, but you got what it takes. And I looked at your background and saw some things. So I definitely, if anything I can do for you, let me know.
I
And I'll be
appreciate it.
happy to assist you in
Well,
any way I can.
well, thank you so much, everybody. Give Pam, where did I get that from? Paulette Nixon.
I get Paula. They call me Paula. My newest name was Pauline.
Really?
Paulie. So yeah, it's okay.
Well, Paulette, thank you so much. The Renaissance
Yes,
woman.
indeed.
The Renaissance woman. Thank you so much for taking time to come hang out with us tonight. Um, and we're definitely going to stay on the lookout for your nonprofit. Of course, whenever you post anything, I'm going to definitely share with everybody so we get the youth involved with your nonprofit organization, M.A.D.E. M.A.D.E stands for My Attitude Determines Everything. And then there's P's Parlor. You can get your facials done, a little bit of massage, just, get your wellness going on. And that's also Miss Paulette. And you can reach her on, if you want to book your, let's see, here it is. If you want to book a session with her, you can reach her both on Instagram and Facebook. I have the information in the banner. And then don't forget that on November the 13th, she will be in collaboration with her friend. They're going to be having a Trash to Treasures pop up on Saturday, November the 13th from 12 to 4 at Statebridge Suites in Largo, Maryland. So definitely want to check that out. The clothing is beautiful. And here's her website. If you want to go to the website and check out the clothes, they are so nice. Trash to Treasures 7boutique.com. Very nice pieces. Very nice pieces. So I'm looking forward to the pop up. So the website, I was like, oh wow. So I'm pretty sure the pop up is going to be everything. So yeah, definitely want to give her flowers while she's here. Giving you your flowers while you're here. And thanking you so much for coming out. And then, of course, when the book is ready, I'm definitely down to get a copy of the book. You have to come back so we can talk about the book.
We'll
Gotta,
definitely come
gotta,
back.
yeah,
I will definitely come back. Definitely come back.
yeah, definitely.
But thanks again so much for having me.
Oh, you're
Thank you
welcome.
listeners that tuned in. Look forward to seeing you all in the future.
While we are preparing to close out, I believe there's a song that he happens to have.
And
Okay, can you hear me now?
I sure can.
I switched over for a second and came back. But anyway, thank you again. Thank you again, Paulette, for coming through. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sharing with us everything you have going on. And again, please come back when your book is ready. In December, because I have a new comment. I'm sorry, I knew somebody's going to comment. Hold on. I try to catch everybody. Okay. Nikkei says, yay. So, yeah, definitely can't wait for the book to come out. So we got to talk about that book. And I'll see you on the 13th. Everybody, please come out for the pop up and
pop
much
up and shop.
Right. And much continued success with your nonprofit, M.A.D.E.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And blessings to you.
Oh,
and come
thank
back
you.
out on air.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it.
All
okay.
right.
Y'all give it up for Paulette. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for tuning into the interview with. Again, next week, we're going to be joined by Tina Grimes of the Tina Grimes Foundation to talk about her nonprofit, which deals with domestic violence awareness and other programs that she has going on as well. These women are truly Renaissance women. So I was just excited to talk about everything you guys have going on.
Thank you so much. I'll be tuning in.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a great night. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See you next Tuesday at 8 o'clock live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes. Have a great night.
Okay. You too. Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay, bye-bye.